Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now, this is your as promised waxing moon reading. As the moon gets larger, the question we're going to ask is, what should your sign, the one in the title below, what is it best for your sign to increase under the light of the waxing moon? Now, it's a general reading, so general reading rules can apply. It's normally quite a personal reading, but if there are roles within the reading, they can be reversed. I could say that someone's doing something to you and it's you doing it to them, or vice versa. Timing's not absolute. We're coming off the back of the new moon in Aquarius, which in sidereal astrology is still in Capricorn. So we've still got that Capricorn energy going on. We're nearly shut of it. But I think really it's been quite challenging, but good. Fingers crossed it's been as good for you. Anyway, there'll be a timestamp below so that you can get past all this waffle of mine, because you want to watch more than one of these. You want to watch your sun, your moon sign, obviously it's a moon reading, and your rising sign, for what you are becoming, to get hopefully a complete picture. And they're quite short. If it means anything to you, please do comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel, either of them. But the comments, I love the feedback, and thank you for everyone who's commented so far. Right, let's bring up the cards. Okay, Libra, this is an interesting one. We're starting with the Five of Pentacles, which in the Spellcaster's Tarot is quite a unique card. So it's not just that sign of poverty. It's what I'm feeling is, if there's somewhere where you are not welcome, and you know you're not welcome, or you don't feel welcome, or you feel under threat, then leave already. And that's awful, isn't it? But leave already. Do not be suckered in anymore by somebody else's false promises. It's like that you were given an option for something, and it's like, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, it's all going to be wonderful, it's all going to be happy, it's all going to be nice, and it wasn't, and you don't feel right there. And yeah, you may have to be careful about choosing the precise moment to go, and you may have to ease yourself out where you're not being noticed, taking care to protect everything that is yours while you're in motion. If you notice, Four of Pentacles, as you know, is the protective card. But this guy almost looks like he's running over them to get away from something behind him. But he's taking care of what is his in the meantime, as also is indicated by the squirrel at the front here that is looking after its nuts, basically. There's he's got his coins, he's got his nuts, both will be safe. But there is a commitment that you can take that really makes you go, yeah, I want to do this, that will get you out of this situation. And I'm quite tempted on saying that this commitment that is presented to you, because I'm seeing these two cards being linked here, Knight of Cups with the Four of Bows or Four of Wands, it's a dream that's presented to you, an offer that is presented to you, an option, why don't you do this, that makes you go, I really love to do this. So it makes all this past stuff irrelevant. But I don't think you will see this offer unless you start making moves to get out of this past stuff, whatever it is, because you don't feel safe there. You don't feel like you are going to receive assistance there. Whereas sometimes the Five of Pentacles can be a card where you are receiving assistance. No, here the couple is being scared away by the guard dog and scared away from the nice cozy little hobbit hole burrow, it looks like, where they're hoping to seek shelter. But having the right moment to leave sets you in the energy of the Queen of Wands, which, as you know, professional, authoritarian, in a good way, secure in her own authority. That's probably a better way to put it. Not authoritarian, laying the law down, but ain't nobody going to lay the law down for her either. So taking that precise moment, saying, I am taking control now, and moving away is where you get presented with this, well, hey, nice to see you walking along this path, which you wouldn't have gone down otherwise if you hadn't already started leaving. See my new range of occupations, places to live, whatever. And it makes you go, do you know, yes, I really want to do something like that. But as you've learned from this previous Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, don't be taken in by other people's false promises. You find something that you like the idea of doing, do it yourself. And go ahead and do it yourself. Because that Page of Cups energy does seem to be around here a little. I can see a link between that Page of Cups and this Knight of Vessels. Cups. So almost as if, you've got rid of one false promiser. Here's the next generation, the level up false promiser. But the promise that they offer is a promise that you like. So rather than taking their offer, which could lead to slower progress than what you are wanting, decide to do it yourself anyway without their help, but thank them very much for an idea. What a great idea that you'll go away and work on it. Because by making that commitment to yourself, and making that commitment not to the Knight of Cups, but to this new idea, this leads you to the Empress. And we've also got a divine pairing here, King of Stones, Queen of Stones, so basically Pentacles. There is a secure future in whatever this new direction is once you get yourself out of this current situation by actively choosing the time to leave. Whether you've got to do it surreptitiously, or rather, I don't think you have to leave surreptitiously, but you may have to prepare to leave surreptitiously. But this is taking you on your path. There is certain things that you're just going to have to go, I'm cutting that out. I need balance here. I don't see there's balance. I don't see there's equal cover. Give and take. I want to take the road less travelled. Suddenly can't talk. But that way lies joy. So with the Oracle cards, the end of a tough cycle approaches. That's you leaving. The path, straight down the middle of the reading, where you're saying, right, I'm using my balance, I'm moving on, I am having my own personal justice. And your own personal justice is not something that affects other people. It's just you making sure that you are doing right by you. You may want to do right by other people at the same time, but you can't do right by other people unless you are doing right by you. Whoever you are making this commitment with, whether it's with yourself or with yourself and others, to this new idea, this new path, you need to be being fair to yourself to get on that route. But that is going to bring you joy. We've got Three of Vessels, joy, and there's no third-party situation in this particular Three of Vessels, leading you to the path. And although the material gains will be slow, they will be doubled. They will have long-lasting power. There's a lot of happiness, and as I say, divine pairing of forces, if not of people here, clarifying the Empress. But you don't necessarily need anybody else's help other than advice, other than them showing you where the door is. Not the door on the way out, but the door on the way into this new thing. Because Six of Pentacles here, I feel reasonably positive about that, apart from if it is going with that Knight of Cups where he is the next stage on of the false promiser. Don't end up in debt to anybody or feel like you're owing somebody, but do what you're doing as a way to help others, but not too much. Help others just the right amount. Um, Help them to help themselves rather than just help them, because either way you can end up that the progress is not fast enough for you, and it can be doubled if you, once you have left this situation, taken up this new idea, then start moving at a good pace. So that was complicated, but that's also really, really good news. So yeah, if you're not welcome, move on. Once you start moving on, the new direction will show itself to you, and there is joy at the end of that path. And more importantly, there is joy along the path, because it's not that you're going to a destination, it's that you are starting a journey with all of this. And I think it's going to be quite a good journey. But preparing to move, do that surreptitiously. The other aspect of this Knight card is this is a whole pregnant new beginning. You don't know what is beyond. You don't know what is lying in the darkness, in a good way. I'm talking about the void before creation. So you've got the creation coming, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised, as long as you are reducing the effects of wherever it is that you're trying to get out of anyway. So if that means anything to you, comment down below. Please subscribe at the same time. It looks like quite a complicated situation. Your next reading to come out will be your full moon reading, looking at the forces that are opposing each other around you. That what lifts you up, that what presses you down. And then also your monthlies will be out before then, I imagine, as well. I will also be doing an eclipse effect series. Those 2 eclipses that we had they have an energy that lasts for around 6 months. So there will be 6 readings coming out when I get them filmed. Okay, so in the meantime, keep going for it. And with the police sirens, that's a perfect time to stop the reading. Okay, good luck with this. Get moving. Cheers.